Stay tuned after the video for some bloopers. Like many of you, I had to take music classes as part of my public school curriculum. The only problem is, I can't play any sort of music. Like, at all. Now let me start off by saying, I love music. I practically live with headphones on, especially since I started making these videos. But for whatever reason, I've never been able to play music myself. I moved a lot when I was younger, and lived in quite a few smaller areas, so I didn't have the opportunity to take any music classes or practice an instrument growing up. In a way, I was just kind of thrown into this whole new environment without much guidance. I honestly really do love music, and I find it so amazing that some of you are able to create something so beautiful and pleasing to my ear holes. Sorry, I'll stop. Now I know what some of you might be thinking. Well, Austin, you just haven't found the right instrument yet. And to that I say, yeah, you're probably right. I haven't really tried playing anything in recent years, so maybe there'll be an update on this train wreck sometime in the far distant future. Anywho, the year is 2009. Austin was just a wee lad that also happened to be 5'10" and have a full beard. I was an early bloomer. We had to take at least 2 music classes in middle school, and as I previously said, I hated this, because I can't play music to save my life. All I remember from those classes are the acronyms, all cows eat grass, and all good boys deserve fudge. Do I know what those were short for? No. But for some reason, I do feel pretty hungry all of a sudden. Like many of you, the first instrument we had to play were those recorders. You know the ones I'm talking about. When we were finally able to pick what we wanted to play, we made a list of 3 potential options and handed it in to the teacher. I chose saxophone, clarinet, and let the third option blank. But let me say this, leaving it blank was a big mistake. Wanna know what I ended up with? The trombone. Now, I'm not dissing anyone that plays the trombone. In fact, I have the utmost respect for you, because I have no idea how you play this thing. For starters, and this was a big problem, I couldn't read sheet music. Now, I know that's not really trombone related, but it was still a major contributing factor to me not being able to play. Problem number 2, I couldn't play the actual instrument. I tried, I really did, but my sounds really didn't hit the mark. The teacher said I didn't have the right lip shape or something because I have this dip in my upper lip. Okay, pause for a second. I actually looked into this a bit more when I was making this video and couldn't find anything on it. Maybe she was just trying to make me feel better? Maybe it was just a myth? Maybe I just suck? But let me know if you've heard anything about this. Okay, unpause. If I'm being honest, and I'm only saying this because it's way too late for them to change my mark, I usually faked playing. I copied the motions of the other trombone players around me, and for tests, I literally just did the arm motions while my classmates and fellow trombonists played all the music. Trombonists? Trombonist? That's a word, right? I'm not just making that up. And for whatever reason, this actually worked both the years I had to take music. I remember for one of the tests, we had to play the song Old King Wenceslas. Try saying that 3 times fast. I internally screamed as I frantically tried to stay in sync with the other players around me. It was probably pretty comedic, come to think of it. If you're wondering why this worked, I have 2 theories. Number 1, my teacher knew exactly what I was trying to do and chose not to care. Or option number 2, my teacher had an idea of what I was trying to do, but trombone players are at the back of the class, which probably helped me disguise my BSing more effectively. Let's go with option number 2. Needless to say, I didn't take music in high school. So what instruments do you all play? I would personally love to learn piano or guitar. If I have free time in the future, I may honestly give those a try. Feel free to share any horror stories or any other music experiences down below. I honestly love hearing what y'all have to say. Anywho, I'll have to plan the next video. See you in like a month. A huge shout out to Jared for his audio advice. He's one of my friends and he's given me some serious tips and tricks as I've been making these videos. Since this is all really new to me and I'm still learning as I go, I really appreciate it. He does some really awesome heavy metal music, and he's fantastic at photography. So consider checking out his stuff. He also made my Frozen Canadian intro audio, the usual one, not the recorder one from today. I'll link his stuff down below. So please consider checking it out. Stay cool, and I'll see you next time. Enjoy some bloopers now. Anywho, the year is 2009, grade 7. Austin was just a wee lad that also happened to be 5'10" and have a full beard, which is around 170 centimeters. For my friends outside America / Canada, metric stuff, things. And if you like this video, when we were finally able to choose our own instruments, we made a list of 3 that When we were finally able to choose our own instruments, we made a list of 3 that we would be willing to... I can't say this. When we were finally able to choose our own instruments, we made a list of 3 that we would be willing to play or willing to... Okay, one more time. Number 1, my teacher knew exactly what I was doing and chose not to care. Or 2, I'm just a ninja.